A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once.
Victorious, Victorious. Erastus necessitas.
Welcome all, this is Blaezer RTW. I hope you are well. I am good, as per usual. Finished work a couple of hours before the missus wants me to pick her up from the bus stop, so yeah, could do my paperwork or I could do this and have a blaze. So yeah, there we go. So 4v4 today. We have Spartan Commander on the enemy left flank, who's got what looks to be his normalish build. Is that only 5 cav though? Yeah, there you go. Right, in their centre left is JGP. I think he's got a couple of archers, auxiliar, and then 6 cav and the rest urbans. Centre right for them is Legion 22 of Macedon. A couple of armoured bodies guard, couple of levies, bunch of royal pikes, and then 6 Cretan archers. And then out on their right flank, right out here, is Schema. He's got some auxiliary in there. Urbans. He hasn't actually got that many urbans, has he? I mean, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 urbans. Here's his cav. Guessing this must have some pretty shit upgrades on it. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. Must have upped his infantry right up then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Yeah, so he's upped his infantry is pretty heavily upgraded, as is his cav. We'll see how that goes for him. On our left, we have Bacchus Malus. He's got a couple of things in the woods, a couple of archers, a load of urbans in a wider formation rather than deep and 6 cav. I'm centre left, I'm the Scipii. What have I got? 3 arch auxiliar. That's my preferred build at the time, that is 3 arch auxiliar, a load of urbans, and then 5 or 6 cav. Got 6 cav this time. Centre right on our team is Sparky. You can see he's got 4 Cretans. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's not in open order though, which does happen sometimes. Some militia cav, load of Spartans, even his Peeler Shield Spartans. And then on our right we have Greek Cleomenes. We'll probably get a better look. I think it's all here actually. He looks like he's gone almost to 14-6, unless he's got a couple of archers hiding somewhere. But yeah, there we go. So you know, on this map what happens, it takes ages for everything to line up because everyone's got to come in. So I will forward it through, but I'll cut you guys out of the loop until we get back. So see you shortly. Okay then, so we're almost there. I just thought I'd pause a bit earlier just so we can get a little bit of a feel for the coming up. So Cleomenes has got his army coming out right on the right flank. Spartan commanders facing him up. There's a few Cretans out here as well. Who are they going to be targeting? Possibly the archer auxiliar and these other Cretans as well. Sparky's got his main infantry in these woods. Looks like he's going out more to the right than the centre. I'm just moved forward in the centre, so it looks like you would have thought Macedon and Greece want to not fight each other, but they will end up fighting each other. So it looks like I've drawn JGP and Bacchus is going to have Schema. So it'd be interesting to see how Bacchus and Schema get on, just because of the amount of infantry. I think under 10 is a bit risky for me. My own, preference. I'd like at least 10 if you're going to have heavily upped urbans. But what do I know? Cretans are still out here. Greek Cleomenes is coming out to the right. Looks like Macedon's sat there. He wants to be a little bit careful because I bet he's not too far out of range of those Cretans. You can see JGP's bringing his cav along. Spartan Commander's just tucking himself in behind JGP's infantry. I've actually bumped right up to him now because I want to keep him there because there's a bit of a gap between them, which I guess is going to be filled by Macedon. But if I can anchor these lot down, I mean, those two levy pikemen are going to be annoying. But if I can anchor JGP here, then effectively he's stuck there, and hopefully those two on the right can twist him. And as I said before, when there's better players than me on the field, as in a lot better players, I'm guessing, I know Sparky is, I'm guessing Cleomenes is too. I'm going to want them to let them do the dirty work, and I'll just try and maybe distract the others. You know, if I can pull someone else's cav into a cav fight with mine when these guys are in position, then they can absolutely hammer either Spartan Commander or vice versa with Schema out on the right. So JGP's just actually fronting right up to me now. He's mixed himself in with the levies. I want to try and get him out of the way. That's why I've shoved my one of my urbans in there, one of my loose urbans in there. It wouldn't surprise me to see me loosen up the back, the second line of these urbans in a second. Sparky's quite happily sat off here. Greek Cleomenes is slowly pushing. He's going in for a bit of a peeler exchange here. So it looks like there's going to be a bit of something going on. A few with the archers up there. See some movement out the back. This is Schema pushing up. So they're going to go for a bit of a tussle on the peeler war. I think that's the main gripe with me with having under 10 infantry, is that to my mind 5 of your units are going to be peelered, basically. No matter how many you've got, 5 of them are going to take the heavy peeler damage. So that already knocks him down to only 4 or 5 actual units. Whereas if you've got like 12, you know, you've still got 7 or 8 there. Looks like Schema come through to try and knock me out, where I'm taking on these 2 levy pikemen. Oh, 2 seconds. That's right, my rice has finished cooking. So we've got a bit of tit for tat over here. Looks like Schema's coming in on the centre. Out on the back, he's going. Legion's going to take out some of the Cretans. That's a good move. You can see me and the Greek Cleomenes have had the right idea, the same idea, which is to try and smash out these 2 peeler units. We've got one of them. Can we get the next one? Not quite. We need to retreat though, because in comes all the cav. Okay, right. Let me just pause that one for a second. We'll just have a quick look at the run of things. So I think it's going to all kick off at once. So I'll be hoping you can sort of keep it. All right. So Greek Cleomenes has sent one of his cav after the armoured generals. The Cretans are slowly coming over the back. I guess they were just running away from the whatchamacallums, the armoured generals. I don't know where my archers have gone actually. Find the archer auxiliary is the question. My guess would... there they are, yeah, I was going to say I'll be wanting to shoot up the side of Macedon. That's the only reason they'll be there. They won't be there to actually engage Macedon's archers, just to engage Macedon itself. So I'll be looking to probably bring them out to just in front of these trees and nail Macedon from the back. Looks like they're going in for the big hit now. I don't know where Schema's cav went. It's in... I guess it's in amongst all that there, is it? Oh, sorry, it's over here. Sorry, I'm going nuts. So Bacchus is going in for a charge. Schema's cav is out on the right, just behind his own line. So it'd be interesting to see if it gets counter charge. We'll hopefully keep an eye on that. The 2 levy pikemen are just sticking around. Could do with routing one of them off, because then the other one will probably go straight away. I could probably, because they're in loose formation, even chuck my cav in there, and it would be not too bad. Yeah, we just routed off that one. Now we're retreating as JGP came in with his cav, but he's now retreating behind his lines. You can see there's been a little bit of a shift here, whereby JGP's actually turned his army to face up Sparky. Macedon's there, so I don't know whether Macedon's going to come over to me or if he's going to sit there and they're just going to let me do it. Obviously now what I would be doing is just moving my army up and bumping him right here so that I'm sideways onto him, making him either turn and face me with part of his army, or do something that he doesn't want to do. You can see Spartan Commander's got his cav out the back of his own one. Where's Cleomenes' cav? That's all we're getting chased off here. So I think we're up together with it. Okay. Right, so Spartan Commanders look like he's going to come over for a bit of a strike, as he note. Schemer sent his in, but he pulled it out. Backers pulled his out in time. That's why they didn't charge in. Over on the right, there's not too much going on at the moment, so we'll try and, if I get behind them, actually, it might be a bit of a better spot. Tucked up in the trees. Yeah, so you can see Schemer's really bumping in his cav now. That was quite heavily upgraded cav as well, so it should stick around. He wants to be careful not to get countercharged though. It looks like Bacchus went to, but something didn't go quite so quick. They're just going for a bit tit for tat there. I'm coming in for a strike now. I don't seem to have a lot of infantry left from what I had a minute ago. So, oh yeah, there you go. I've rushed it. I've done what I wanted, what I said I was going to do, which is distract him. JGP sent his cav actually through the back of the levy pikeman. He's going to want to take out Bacchus's army, so it's trying to flank. If I can hit that cav from the side, no, I wanted to, but I didn't. But I should go straight through that the Macedonian unit. Yeah, there he goes. So that's those two levy pikemen cleared out. In the centre, I do love watching Sparky play. He's a great player in my opinion, and it's been proven. But just this, where he's splitting his army and going to have some of it just to face up and hold up the Macedonians, and then lace Cleomenes's units with them as well to go through Spartan commanders just to make it a bit easier on that side. So I'm just going to be wanting to distract him. In comes JGP's cav again for another strike on mine. He's going for the general. I need to face up and hit him. Looks like I'm going to... No, I'm not. I've chosen the wrong decision. I should have gone for his cav, but I've actually gone for his general. If I would have gone for his cav, I probably would have knocked a lot of that out because that would have been a good counter charge. Out here on the left, my archers are still out here. The lines are all messed up, but it looks pretty even there, but I wonder if Bacchus's more numerous infantry is going to be able to get behind. Looks like his cav is, which could sketch out a few of those units. In comes Spartan Commander to hit me, which is kind of what I wanted, because that means that his cavalry isn't by his own troops. Doesn't look like the enemy team, my allies over here, are going to, if his cav would have been out here on the right, he could have boomed all that without reply. As it is, Spartan Commanders and JGP's cavs all been hitting mine. Looks like JGP is going to go and help out Schemer on the right now. Macedon's moving his infantry up to try and fight those Spartans, but they're moving away and pulling them away from the line, so that's pretty good. That's going to isolate Spartan Commander. Looks like it's a bit tit for tat between me and JGP, although he's got obviously Spartan Commander helping him out. On the left, it looks like Bacchus got his cav in behind Schemer. Now he's in behind him. That's going to be bad news. He's just nailed the general. He's surrounded him. That's his army completely gone. My army's gone as well. My general's routed off. He's not actually dead yet, but he's routed. My cav's coming in for a last vain attack on these units to try and hit that general. I'm not going to get him though. So looks like I've lost the centre left. Bacchus has won the left. Cretans are still there, not doing a lot. In comes the Spartans. Here's that group that let me just pause that a minute, and we'll try and deconstruct it a little bit and just work out what went on. So this was the angle they came at. So this was the secondary. No, the secondary force is already in there. You can just see him in the centre where the general was in the first force he sent to go and help him. So those 5 or 6 that are there in that sort of U, along with Spartan Commander's general, they were the first lot that were in there. Then you can see you've got the blue infantry in behind, and then that unit that he left to face Macedon has actually pulled across to the right and is now coming in behind those two armies. Macedon peeled off a couple of his units and sent them into the side of the Greeks, which is the right thing to do, and now he's peeling around the back, and he's probably going to try and push in because Spartan Commander's been surrounded by Cleomenes, who sent some of his units out to flank, which have come in, and now Spartan Commander's brought his cavalry back. He's going to try and hit them and get them done quick. Looks like Legion is just bringing around a few pikes, so whether he's going to then give it all the squeeze behind, whether he's going to give it the squeeze behind or he is going to just turn and face and stop us from coming in remains to be seen. So let's crack on. As I said, in the centre, I've lost everything but my cav and my archers, which are behind Bacchus's lines. I can see him moving, I think, so they should be coming up any second now. You can see the Cleomenes' cavalry went in to give Spartan commanders a hit after he'd gone in there. Looks like that was the Julii general went down. That's bad news for him. Yeah, they routed off the Praetorian cav. In comes that second bank of Macedonian royal pikemen. They're going to give the squeeze from the rear, but it looks like it might just be a little bit too late, because I think I make that all but 3 Julii have gone. And a couple of the Greek Cleomenes are starting to rout off now. That's probably with the amount of numbers that the Macedons are bringing to the game. In comes Bacchus, has got the remnants of his armies over here. He's also tied up a bit of JGPs, which is just enough. There's probably 2 or 3, 4 battle damage units in there. I've forgotten about my archers, actually, by the look of it. I don't know where my cav is. Here he is, trying to find a decent shot. Really, the back of the Macedonian general would have been the best spot. Right, I think that was the Macedonian general that went, so that's helpful for us. They got him anyway. The Greek militia cavs coming in from the back, so that's just a nice little use of him at the end. Yeah, looks like they're all going down. You can see my guys were actually flaming into the back of the Macedonians as well. And that's it. I'm going to now charge some of these pikemen to try and get my kill count up, because I got hammered. But yeah, that was a pretty good tussle. Bit of manoeuvring to begin with. It was kind of, I only really got the feeling that 2 people or 3 people really had a real conviction of what they were doing, which was Sparky and the Greeks, and Spartan commander. I don't think either of the rest of us really knew whether we were going to be attacking or not. I mean, I knew I just wanted to sit there, but really Schema needed to push really hard on this side to even out the battle line a bit. But yeah, easier said than done. And that's that. I guess we're just waiting for one more person to admit, so we'll forward through this. Load of Spartans left. Looks like Bacchus done a real good clean-up job on the other side as well, so fair play to him. That helped us out in the end. And yeah, there you go. So not too shabby. Clear victory. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later.
Follow me, Blaezer.